Alright, so we freaking made it, guys. 1000 subs. I mean, I was not that hyped when I reached 1000 subs. I was like, alright, bet. When do I get paid, man? I need a gaming PC. Thank you so much. The previous month is one of the best months, and I will always remember that. And I don't know what else to say, but hey, the people that have been complaining about the really bad background and the freaking AC, you know, there you go. Do I look like I have a choice? What are you talking about? But hey, hopefully when I get paid from YouTube, and I don't know when, I'll change a lot of stuff. So I guess it's freaking time for you to subscribe. I mean, what's holding you back? You just go scroll down and press that subscribe button and just wait for the freaking good content that's waiting for you. Today's gaming PC build is a $600 gaming PC. Now, it's not as future-proof as the next gen, 10th gen, you know, Intel CPUs. But the thing is that a lot of PC parts right now are out of stock. So this is a really good solution for you during these times if you want to get a gaming PC right now that gives you a great performance. I mean, Fortnite, you can hover around 240 frames per second at 1080p competitive. A game like Call of Duty Warzone, I've seen like really pleasing results. We're looking at over 144 frames per second, and I was really like surprised by the performance it provides. It was really shocking actually, and believe it or not, I always make AMD gaming PC build, but there's a big chance that this PC will be my next main PC. So I know before you say like, oh, you've tricked us and all these stuff, it's actually really cheap in here. Like, I can get an i5 9400f with 16 gigs of RAM and a compatible board for around 180 to 200 bucks. That's a really freaking steal for me. So yeah, with that aside, again, on May 20th, we'll see the next gen Ryzen 3300X and 3100, which are budget CPUs that are meant to compete with that one actually. And we'll see the 10th gen i5. One of them is the 6-core 12-threaded CPU for around 160 bucks. So yeah, if you want to wait, you can do so. But if you really want to get a gaming PC right now, or there is a big chance that by the time you're watching it's out and it went out of stock, again, this is a really solid option for gaming. For the CPU, as you can tell, we're looking at the Intel Core i5 9400F. Now this CPU is for around 150 bucks. It can go cheaper by the time you're watching again. So again, it gives you a really great gaming performance. As I said, these competitive esports games, this CPU will do them just fine. It has a really strong IPC, really high clocks. It's only a 6-core CPU, doesn't have hyper-threading enabled. At some scenarios in gaming, it's actually faster than the whole lineup of the Ryzen 3000 series, and 150 bucks for that, it's a good price given the circumstances right now. As for the board, we are looking at the MSI H310M for around 50 bucks, and this is a basic straightforward board that doesn't have a lot of features. Keep in mind the maximum frequency support is DDR4 at around 2666 megahertz. It cannot go higher, so don't look for high frequency RAM, and it supports the 9th gen Intel CPUs out of the box. So this is a really cool feature actually, and it's for 50 bucks. So that's a really like a great steal when you compare it to the Ryzen counterpart. So yeah, it gives a really good value for the money. As for the RAM, we're looking at a single stick of 8GB DDR4 around 2666 megahertz. Intel does not benefit that much from dual channel RAM, but if you want to go with dual channel, again, I'll leave a link down below. But you know, it will get the job done. And yeah, for around 35 bucks, it looks like a great steal, and you can upgrade to 16 gigs in the future, or you can go over the budget, or you know, get a cheaper case and upgrade the RAM to 16 gigs. As for the storage, we're looking at a 480GB SSD for around 50 bucks, so you get really fast boot up times and loading speeds, and it's an SSD, you know, so it's really reliable. And for 180 gigs seems to be like a good amount of space. If you want to add another, you know, mechanical hard drive for extra amount of storage, you can do so. For around 20 to 25 bucks, you know, you can get a 1TB hard drive or 500 gigs. 80GB SSD as a primary hard drive, so you can, you know, install the Windows and the games that you like. It's actually for 50 bucks, a really good price for it, and you cannot go wrong. As for the GPU, we're looking at the one and only, the GTX 1660 Super. Now for around 230 bucks, you can get a really good GPU that can play games that, you know, 1080p, 144 frames per second, and 1440p actually. It's got 6GB of GDDR6. And again, it's one of the best price performance GPU on the market right now. If you checked out my channel, in every single gaming PC build guide, I use this GPU because it gives you a lot of performance, you know, a GTX 1070 comparable performance for that price, brand new, you know. 230 bucks seems to be like a really fair price. As for the case, there are not a lot of cheap options right now, so we would go with the Cooler Master Q300L. A really beautiful case. Like, I am going to get the Q500L because it's in my place, and and I really like it. But you know, if you want to go for a cheaper case because you decided to upgrade the RAM, you can do so. But right now there are not a lot of like cheap cases, but there's the Deepcool Matrix 35, but it's not a stock right now, so I'll link it down below, and it should be for around 35 bucks. As for the power supply, we're looking at the EVGA 400 watt or the Thermaltake 430 watt 80 plus. Both are really good power supplies that will hold our PC just fine, you know, and this PC doesn't, you know, need a lot of power. And you can actually upgrade the GPU to something like an RTX 2070 in the future even, because this PC is really power efficient. And if you're wondering like, oh, 430 watt and an RTX 2070, are you freaking crazy? No. Tech Yes City you know, tested a 430 watt power supply on the RTX 2080 Ti, so you can check that out. But again, for around 38 bucks, this is a really good budget PSU. Well, that's been it, guys, for this video. And if you like that video, press that like button. Guess it's time for you to subscribe. What's freaking holding you back? Thank you for watching and, you know, helping me reach 1,000 subs. I'm really happy. I'm really freaking happy, actually. And yeah, see you in the next one. Peace. 1,000 subs. We made it, babe. I guess we are 9,000 away from 10,000 subs. Stay tuned, babe, for another great content that makes you stay.